All right. Hello. Welcome back. And this will be the last video for this kind of week zero introduction. So I hope you kind of enjoyed kind of messing around with the world alcohol data set as well as with the top 100 paid athletes data set, just as a way to kind of get us running code and get us to see kind of what we could do with data. All right, and so I'm gonna go back to my files tab here and then click on this week zero intro exercises file. And so we don't want to open it in the editor. If you do that, it will just give the kind of raw HTML code, which as you can see is mostly nonsense. So we don't want that. Instead, when you click on it, click View in Web Browser. And so that'll take us to the exercise set for this week. So this one is very, very short and it's a little bit different from what they'll be in the future. So usually you'll be doing a lot of coding on your own for these exercises. But for this one, instead, we're just going to read a very like 2 or maybe 3 page paper that talks about an introduction to the tidyverse. And so if you click on the link, you should see this kind of really short paper. And it'll just kind of give you a nice introduction for what the tidyverse is and what a lot of its benefits are, which is pretty cool. So what you're going to do once you read that is there's directions here on how to make a completely new R Markdown file here. And so you should kind of just follow these directions. And then in that R Markdown file, you'll then just answer these 4 questions, all of which are pretty much directly answered in the paper itself. Okay, so let's say that I do that. And so I follow those directions and I do all this and it's blah, blah, blah. And I follow the directions, so I delete that. And then I type in answers, solutions, my thoughts. And so those are your answers to those questions that are in that document. Then you'll save this file. And so I'm going to call it week 0 R exercises HIAM. And then you'll knit it. And so after you do that, you should kind of see your solutions there. And then what you'll turn in for the week, and you'll kind of do this every single week, every Monday, you'll turn in both your tutorial.rmd file, so that's what we spent most of the other videos working through, but now yours will have the answers to those questions that are scattered throughout that file. And you'll turn in your exercises HTML file. And so those will have the answers to all of the exercises for the week. In this case, the exercises are just answering these 4 questions pretty much. And so those are the 2 files that you want to turn into Sakai, both in the same spot. And so how to get those on your computer, because right now they're on the server, is you would click, we'll export them one at a time. So I'll click the little checkbox next to this our intro.rmd file. You'll click this little more icon and then you'll click export. And so this is the part that's you have to be a little bit careful of, in that when you export, you have to leave this .rmd ending to your file. Otherwise, your computer won't know what type of file it is, and when you submit it, I won't be able to open it. And so I'd recommend, just to differentiate what your file is compared to the one that you downloaded, just adding your last name to the end of that. And so you'll go ahead and click download, That'll now show up in your downloads folder, at least if you haven't changed the default settings for Mac. And then you'll also want to do the same exact thing with that HTML file. So more, export, download. Now both those files are on your computer so that you can go to Sakai and upload them for a few points each. Okay, so that's something you'll do kind of every week. This is like kind of like the homework in this class. There won't be like book problems or anything. It'll be these tutorial things and then you working on some exercises that you'll turn in as well. Cool. So I'm excited for our first class on Monday. And so if you have any questions at all before then, please let me know. I'll try to give some more details about what to expect on Monday in an announcement as well. Okay, so hope those of you who are traveling back to campus travel safely, and I'll see you all soon.